Hi, I'm Michelle, and I need to tell you about the phone call that finally opened my eyes to 3 years of lies. My phone rang at 5:03 a.m. on a Tuesday. I grabbed it, heart pounding because early morning calls never mean good news. Mom! My daughter Amber's voice was frantic. Mom, please, I need help right now. Amber? Honey, what's wrong? I sat up in bed, already reaching for the lamp. My card got declined at the pharmacy. I need my medication, my anxiety meds, and my blood pressure pills. The pharmacist says it's $4,000 with the insurance problem, and they won't give them to me without payment. Mom, I could have a heart attack. $4,000? Amber, that doesn't sound... Mom, please, I'm shaking right now. I can't breathe. If I don't get these medications, something terrible could happen. You have to wire me the money right now, or else I'll end up in the emergency room, and that'll cost way more. I hesitated. Can't you call your insurance company? It's 5 in the morning. Nobody's answering. Mom, are you really going to let me die because you won't help me? Her voice cracked with sobs. After everything I've been through? My chest tightened with guilt. Okay. Let me get my laptop. Thank you, Mom. I knew I could count on you. Send it to my PayPal. You remember the address, right? I logged into my bank account, fingers trembling. Amber, this is most of my emergency fund. I'll pay you back next week when I get my paycheck. I promise. Please, Mom, hurry. The pharmacist is getting impatient. How did you get to the pharmacy without your medication? I asked. I had enough for a few days, but now I'm completely out. Mom, please stop asking questions and just help me. I transferred the money. It's sent. Thank you so much. I love you, Mom. I have to go get the medication now. I'll call you later. She hung up. I sat in the dark, staring at my phone. Something felt wrong, but I pushed the feeling away. She was my daughter. She needed me. 3 days later, my sister Sarah called. Michelle, we need to talk. Can I come over? Of course. Is everything okay? That's what I want to ask you. Are you okay financially? When Sarah arrived, she sat across from me at my kitchen table with a serious expression. Michelle, I saw Amber at the casino last night. What? No, Amber doesn't gamble. She's been having medical emergencies. Medical emergencies? Sarah pulled out her phone. Look at her Instagram. These are from yesterday. The photos showed Amber at a resort in Miami, holding cocktails, wearing designer clothes I'd never seen before. This can't be right, I whispered. Michelle, how much money have you given her recently? She's had some emergencies. Maybe $4,000 last week and $3,500 the month before, and how long has this been going on? I calculated in my head, feeling sick. About 3 years. Maybe $80,000 total? Sarah's eyes widened. $80,000? Michelle, that's your entire retirement savings. I know, but she was sick and stranded and... Was she? Sarah leaned forward. Did you ever see her in the hospital? Did you ever meet any of these doctors she talked about? She said I didn't need to come. She said she didn't want me to worry. Sarah grabbed my hand. Michelle, you need to talk to someone. I have a friend who's a detective. Let me call him. I can't investigate my own daughter. Michelle, if she's lying to you, if she's stealing from you, you need to know. What if she's in trouble? What if someone's manipulating her? What if she has a drug problem or she's being threatened by loan sharks? That last question convinced me. Okay, call your friend. I'll call him right now. His name is Detective Rodriguez. He's handled cases like this before. Cases like what? Family financial exploitation. It's more common than you think. Detective Rodriguez came to my house the next morning. He was a kind-faced man in his 50s who spoke gently. Miss Michelle, I understand this is difficult. Can you walk me through these emergency calls? I pulled out my notebook where I'd been tracking everything since Sarah's visit. The first call was 3 years ago. She said she was stranded in another state and needed $2,000 for a car repair. Did you see the car afterward? No. She said she sold it because it had too many problems. Detective Rodriguez took notes. What happened next? Then it was always emergencies. Medical bills, landlord threatening eviction, car accidents, phone stolen with all her money, apartment flooded, medication, dental surgery, lawyer fees for a work dispute that didn't exist. You checked on the work dispute? I called her employer 2 months ago. They'd never heard of any legal issues. That's when I started writing things down. That's when I started to suspect something was wrong. What did Amber say when you confronted her about the work dispute? I didn't confront her. I was too scared of what it might mean. I just started documenting everything instead. He reviewed my notes. Miss Michelle, these are classic con patterns. The early morning calls, the urgent threats, the or else statements, the tight deadlines. They're designed to bypass your logical thinking and trigger panic. But she's my daughter. Why would she do this to me? I know. That's what makes this so painful. He leaned forward. With your permission, I'd like to review your bank statements and contact some of these places she claimed to be. Sarah arrived with another man. Michelle, this is Marcus Chen. He's a financial fraud investigator. He specializes in these types of cases. Marcus shook my hand. Miss Michelle, Detective Rodriguez called me because there are some patterns here that suggest we're looking at financial exploitation, possibly elder fraud. Elder fraud? I'm only 58. The legal definition applies to anyone over 50. If Amber has been systematically deceiving you to obtain money under false pretenses, that's a crime. Marcus opened his laptop. May I see your bank records? For the next 2 hours, we went through everything. Every transfer, every panicked call, every emergency that never quite added up. Look at this, Marcus pointed to the screen. Every transfer goes to Amber's PayPal or Venmo. Then, within hours, sometimes within minutes, the money moves to various gambling sites, luxury retailers, and cash withdrawals at casinos. Gambling? I felt dizzy. She never mentioned gambling. That's the point. She constructed elaborate stories to hide her addiction. Marcus scrolled through more transactions. Here's a $3,500 transfer you made on March 15th for emergency dental surgery. 2 hours later, it's withdrawn at Caesar's Palace in Atlantic City. Detective Rodriguez made a call. I'm checking on those medication claims. Pharmacies keep records. Yes, I'll hold. He covered the phone. Michelle, what pharmacy did she say she was at 3 days ago? She said Walgreens on 5th Street? There's no Walgreens on 5th Street in this city. I'm checking all Walgreens in a 50-mile radius. He returned to his call. Yes? No prescriptions for Amber Morrison in the past 6 months? Can you check the past year? Nothing? Thank you. My heart sank. She lied about the medication? Michelle, I don't think she has the medical conditions she claimed. With your permission, I'd like to obtain her medical records through a subpoena. What do I do? I looked between them, feeling lost. Sarah squeezed my shoulder. You protect yourself. You get your money back. You make sure she can't do this to you anymore, and you make sure she can't do it to anyone else. Marcus nodded. We need to set up a controlled operation. Next time she calls with an emergency, you record the conversation. We'll provide you with recording equipment. Then we'll have evidence of fraud in action. She's going to call again? Based on this pattern? Absolutely. She calls every 2 to 3 weeks like clockwork. You're due for another call in about 5 days. Detective Rodriguez stood. Miss Michelle, I know this is devastating, but you're doing the right thing. If she's in trouble, gambling addiction, drugs, being coerced by someone, this is how we help her face reality and get real help. And if she's just stealing from me because she doesn't care, then she faces consequences for her actions. Either way, the lying stops now. 6 days later, my phone rang at 4:47 a.m. My hands shook as I hit record on the device Detective Rodriguez had given me. Mom, thank God you answered. I'm at the hospital emergency room. I was in a car accident, and they're saying I need surgery right now, but my insurance won't cover it until Monday. I need $6,000 immediately or they won't operate. I took a breath, following the script Detective Rodriguez had prepared. Amber, which hospital? St. Mary's downtown. Mom, please, I'm in so much pain. What's your room number? I don't know yet. They're still processing me. Mom, stop asking questions and send the money, or else I could have internal bleeding that... Amber, I'm not sending money. I'm coming to the hospital right now. Silence. Then, no, you don't need to come. Just send the money. I'm already getting dressed. I'll be there in 20 minutes. Which entrance should I use? Mom, don't be ridiculous. You don't need to drive all the way here, just... Or I could call St. Mary's right now and ask for your room. I'll call the emergency department directly. More silence. I could hear background noise that didn't sound like a hospital. Music, laughter, the distinct chime of slot machines. Amber? Are you actually at a hospital? Her voice changed, becoming cold. You know what? Fine, don't send the money. I guess you don't care if I die. I guess I don't matter to you anymore. I checked with Walgreens. You haven't filled a prescription in 6 months. I saw your Instagram from Miami. I've been tracking where the money goes. Gambling sites, Amber. It all goes to gambling. You've been spying on me? You've been investigating me like I'm some kind of criminal? I've been trying to understand why my daughter has been lying to me for 3 years. Why she's been taking my retirement money. I can't believe you. After everything I've been through, after all my struggles, you're checking up on me like I'm some criminal? What kind of mother are you? You've taken $80,000 from me through fake emergencies. That is criminal, Amber. I was going to pay you back. I always intended to pay you back. When, Amber? You've never paid back a single dollar. Not once in 3 years. The doorbell rang. Amber, I have to go. Someone's at my door. Wait, Mom, let me explain. I opened the door. Detective Rodriguez, Marcus Chen, and 2 police officers stood on my porch. Is she still on the line? Detective Rodriguez asked quietly. I nodded and put the phone on speaker. Amber Morrison? Detective Rodriguez spoke clearly. This is Detective Rodriguez with the police department. Your mother has recorded this conversation and 17 previous calls where you fraudulently obtained money through false pretenses. We have evidence of financial exploitation, elder fraud, and criminal impersonation of emergency situations. What? Mom, what did you do? How could you do this to me? Officer Chen spoke up. Miss Morrison, we have warrants for your bank records, your phone records, and your medical records. We know you're not at any hospital. We know you haven't had the medical emergencies you claimed. We have evidence you've defrauded your mother of over $80,000. Mom, please! Tell them this is a misunderstanding. Tell them I was going to pay you back. My voice was steady. Amber, you lied to me for 3 years. You stole my retirement savings. You made me think you were dying. No more. We're located outside your apartment right now, Miss Morrison, Detective Rodriguez said. We have a warrant for your arrest. Please come outside with your hands visible. Mom, please don't let them do this. I'm your daughter. You're supposed to protect me. I protected you for 3 years while you stole from me. That's over. I hung up. The next 3 months were a blur of court dates, evidence hearings, and financial recovery proceedings. Marcus helped me file for restitution. Detective Rodriguez built an airtight case with recordings, bank records, and testimony from the other people Amber had conned. Amber's defense lawyer tried everything. Your Honor, she's her daughter. This is a family matter that should be handled privately. The prosecutor, a sharp woman named Jennifer Walsh, shut that down immediately. Your Honor, financial exploitation doesn't become legal just because the victim is related to the perpetrator. Miss Morrison systematically defrauded her mother through elaborate lies about medical emergencies, creating psychological distress while stealing her retirement savings. She showed sophistication and premeditation in every call. The defense would like to offer a repayment plan in lieu of jail time, Amber's lawyer began. Miss Morrison has had 3 years to pay back a single dollar, Jennifer interrupted. Instead, she escalated her fraud, increasing the amounts and the frequency. She showed no remorse until she was caught. A repayment plan rewards her behavior. The judge reviewed the evidence, the recordings, the bank statements, the Instagram posts showing luxury while claiming poverty. Miss Morrison, you used your mother's love and trust as weapons against her. You caused her genuine fear for your safety, manipulated her protective instincts, and stole money that was meant to support her in retirement. Amber finally looked at me, tears streaming down her face. Mom, I'm so sorry. I have a gambling problem. I need help. Please forgive me. We can work through this together. I'll go to therapy. I'll attend Gamblers Anonymous. Just give me another chance. I stood up. No, Amber, we can't. Mom, please. You called me at 5 a.m. and told me you'd die if I didn't send money. You did that 17 times. You made me believe I was saving your life while you were sitting in casinos. You stole 3 years of my peace of mind and my financial security. I will not forgive that. But I'm your daughter. Doesn't that mean anything to you? And I was your mother. You betrayed that. You can get help for your gambling, but you're going to do it while accepting responsibility for what you've done to me. I'm begging you. Please don't let them send me to prison. You should have thought about that before you stole from me. The judge sentenced Amber to 4 years in prison for elder fraud and ordered full restitution of $80,000 plus interest and legal fees. Her assets were seized. The car she'd bought with my money, the designer clothes, the jewelry, everything. After the sentencing, Sarah hugged me tight. You did the right thing, Michelle. I know it doesn't feel like it, but you did. It doesn't feel right. It feels necessary. Marcus approached with paperwork. Michelle, we've recovered $43,000 so far from her accounts and asset sales. The rest will come through the restitution order garnishing her wages when she's released. She'll be paying you back for years. Detective Rodriguez shook my hand. Miss Michelle, you helped us establish a pattern that's going to help other victims. She'd done this to 3 other people before you. Smaller amounts, but the same tactics. She conned other people too? 2 ex-boyfriends and her former roommate. They were too embarrassed to press charges. They thought it would look foolish to admit they'd been scammed by someone they loved. You weren't. You saved them from being perpetual victims by standing up. Walking out of the courthouse, I felt lighter than I had in years. The money would come back eventually. My sleep would improve. The 5 a.m. panic attacks would fade. My retirement wasn't completely destroyed, but I'd never get back the daughter I thought I had. That person, the one I'd been sending money to save, had never existed. The real Amber had been the voice on the phone saying, or else, weaponizing my love to fund her addiction. I chose justice. I chose myself. I chose to stop being a victim. Have you ever had someone you love exploit your trust for money? Have you faced the impossible choice between protecting yourself and protecting someone who's hurting you? Like and subscribe for more stories about people who refused to be victims and fought back the right way.